line and length. And quicker too.
So close to the off stump. I think on a surface like this, especially when the dew starts setting in, ball skids, it'll be a touch lower. You have to be really sharp.
Doesn't beat straight mid-wicket, but it's a nice shot. Wonderful head position. Tense, isn't it?
There's a little bit. I feel as though a lot rests on this partnership, though. It's already up to 94 from the 75 deliveries. Will become a point in time where Australia will have to take a risk, though.
If you bowl short and wide like that, they don't. That's 4.
That's hammered. Again, it's a poor ball from Archer. Just a free swing of the bat for Inglis. He's never going to miss out on that. Been brutal on anything that's been wide. This is a knuckleball, but it just doesn't grip in the surface. Inglis is setting up, waiting for slower balls here. Maybe it's an opportunity for Archer to go pace on into the wicket.
I'm surprised he's gone so many slower balls and variations so early. Like that, hit a length hard at 90 miles an hour. 234 for 4.
You wouldn't say.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है. बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ.
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप.
सिंजेंटा इस अभियान दे फसल को फौरी तवानाई और ग़िज़ाइयत. इस अभियान है जादू का चिराग.
Yeah, exactly right. The art of batting, particularly in a run chase, is trying to always be one step ahead of the bowler. As soon as you get a boundary early in the over, you know that you're on top of the bowler. He has to then change to adapt to you. We see the best players putting bowlers under so much pressure. On the flip side, bowler executes well early. He knows that you have to change something, so that then simplifies his plan.
Rashid to continue to carry. Nicely placed to come through a single to Joe Root's right hand side. Kitchen sink at that to try and fire it through the offside, and an under edge takes it down to the fence behind the keeper, and some nifty footwork from Duckett stops it going for 4.
It's a 100 partnership up. He almost plays that off the back foot, trying to launch it over cover. It's one of his favourite shots to the spin. Just a little feather between Jamie Smith's legs. There's nothing you can do about that as a keeper or a bowler. Sometimes it goes your way, others it doesn't. Brilliant partnership though. 102 from 79.
She perhaps for a moment thought he might have been in the game there with a caught and bowled. Not to be. Sweep from Carey here into that vacant area behind square leg. Not from that length. powerful so far, but the job is not done. Uses his feet and chips it down. Very controlled in the end. Inglis could have lost his head a little bit and sort of had a hack, but he kept control of his emotions and his shape.
Yeah, looked like the shot deserved more than just one. Nice bit of footwork. Nicely bowled as well. But then just the ability to rein it in. Just chip it back over the bowler's head.
Oh dear. Oh dear. There's not been Ryden Castle's days so far. 241 for 4. One more from Australia. These two are together at the end. Australia will have the points, you would think, if they're together at the end. Can Archer strike, make the breakthrough? Will there be plenty of slower balls in this over, or will he go back to pace and length?
Feel as though he'll look to be angling into Carey. Pace on. Good hard length, can skid through at this stage. Biggest side, square of the wicket, leg side to Alex Carey. Make him take a risk over somebody's head. If he wants to hit a boundary, he's got to take on somebody in the deep. The length should be predictable. Mid on and mid off, both up inside the circle.
Just a slight delay as somebody is wandering around or distracting Carey behind the bowling arm of Jofra Archer. Maybe an issue with the electronic screen. It seems to have been rectified. Here comes Archer. Never really got quite comfortable there, Mark Wood, to make an attempted run out. Excellent crowd. Really good crowd.
The best game of the tournament so far as well. They've been mostly one-sided. This is bubbling up into an absolute cracker, and it's been a fantastic game of cricket from start to finish so far.
Just thinking, penny for Miss Buttler's thoughts there. Does the game move at 1,000 miles an hour in your mind when you're in these sort of situations as captain?
Yeah, it can, because at times you can start to think a little bit too far ahead. You start to work back from the 50 over mark and what you need right there, right there at the back end, I mean. Because now you just got to find a way, and you can break it down simply. You can say, right, it doesn't have to be a wicket, but who can bowl the best over?
Oh, tries to scoop and it doesn't make connection or carry through to Jamie Smith.
Short third in the circle. That's why he's attempted that. It's the first real sign of inventiveness that we've seen from Inglis. So Josh Buttler, what can you do? You start to think, right, who can bowl me a tight over? Doesn't matter what the result is, but who are you backing in to be able to execute under pressure? sometimes you can bowl and execute really well, but the ball still flies around the park. That's just the nature of the modern game. There you go, Archer one end, Rashid the other. So if you're prepared to take us on, our two best bowlers, good luck. But we're not going to give anything away for free. Maybe get a little bit tighter in the ring as fielders. Be prepared for the ball to get hit past you to save a one. And that might sound silly, but what it does is it just makes batsmen try and overhit the ball slightly. You think you've got to hit it a bit harder. You can't just drop them, run. Just force an error somehow.
We bowled one cutter so far in this over, otherwise it's been back to plan A, which is pace. Rather well played by Carey, actually just fiddled that down to third man. Last ball of the 37th and Archer's 7th. Let's bowl the slow ball, I think, and it just stands up. Pretty well played in the end, but well bowled. 244 for 4.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
इस क्रिकेट सीजन मैच के दौरान लाइट जाने पर अपने टीवी को तोड़ने से गुरेज करें। जोंग मंथली प्रो मैक्स प्लस लगाएं और देखें फ्री क्रिकेट ऑन माई जोंग ऐप थ्रू माइको।
जब बात हो अपने प्यारों की जिंदगी में रोशनी लाने की, तो फिर मेरा इंतखाब है पाकिस्तान की मोस्ट रिलायबल सोलर कंपनी इनवेरेक्स। मेरा एतमाद, मेरी रिकमेंडेशन।
गोल्डन पर्ल व्हाइट ब्यूटी फेस वॉश, ग्लूटाथायोन दे उजला निखार, कोटेड सिलिका बीज से हर दिन पूरा दिन आपके चेहरे को 3D रेडियंस। गोल्डन पर्ल व्हाइट ब्यूटी फेस वॉश, लव योर स्किन।
Game of cricket here, 108 needed from 78, 6 wickets in hand, brilliant partnership with over 108 between these two. Rashid has 2 overs left and they're like gold dust to Buttler. Can he break this partnership? Been 7 or 8 good deliveries for England. That Archer over went for just 3. Now Rashid starts with a dot. And comes in at leg slip for a paddle sweep, maybe more than anything else, or put the paddle away. With a hack leg side, Archer has to give chase, and they hurry back for 2.
This is where the cricket smarts come into play here from Alex Carey. Realises with that leg slip in play that Adil Rashid targeting stump to stump, so he's got space there, a lot of it through mid-wicket. He's getting the swing around a little straighter to cover that.
Again, slaps it leg side, this time only for a single.
One of the reasons why Alex Carey's been picked too. He's been in career best form across particularly the Test match series. He got those couple of 90s in the Christchurch Test in the last 12 months. He carried that on into Sri Lanka, bringing it into the ODIs.
Googly just punched to long on. See how they go against Rashid here, whether they just try and see him off, get through the 10 overs. For 18 deliveries. legs of Jofra Archer. And they come back for two, and Alex Carey goes to a half century. He could be going back to the pavilion, he's not. 250 for four.
Team loving it. Australian fans loving it too.
एंड जूसी टोमेटो से बना शंग्रीला टोमेटो केचप। जब भी हो फ्लेवर्स की हैप्पीनेस को बढ़ाना, शंग्रीला टोमेटो केचप हिलाना मस्त है।
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, ज़ेन में आओ।
राइट इंग्रेडिएंट्स, राइट ट्रीटमेंट, 100%। तो करें डैंड्रफ का सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट विद हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू। डैंड्रफ 0%, कॉन्फिडेंस 100%।
Catches. Jofra Archer has just put one down at deep mid wicket. You can tell from his body language. He knows that was a crucial moment. He knows it should have been taken.
Quite an emotional response at the dropping of the catch, and therefore giving away the opportunity for the second run.
And now he's reverse scooped. He tried that earlier. Inglis, he missed it. Not on this occasion. More pain for Archer.
Goodness gracious. That is audacious. Josh Inglis decides quite clearly a long way out, because he has to, because it's Archer bowling, and he executes perfectly. That's off the middle of the bat.
Flicked off his hip. Will that go? Oh, it does in the end, yes. Back-to-back boundaries. Drop catch from Archer, and 8 runs of Archer's first 2 deliveries.
Drop the catch for cover, keep it to a single. This doesn't happen. But they get the 2. Inglis is on strike. Scoops for 4. He whips it off the hip for 4. And Archer's mind is then still on that catch. Where's his focus here?
So often when you have keepers, you'll speak about their similarities, but what's stark here is their differences when you look at Inglis and Carey, just in their whole game.
It's gone very fine as well. Rashid will just keep it in.
Whilst one, Carey, is a picture of calm and never really is sort of animated in any way. Well, kind of as he was fielding today, it was a bit of a surprise, that catch he takes, and after taking that catch just rolls the ball back to the umpire and casually stands up. And when he bats, will just look to kind of caress the ball, no whacking, generally stays in his crease, will sweep and rotate strike. Inglis, on the other hand, that jack in the box. He'll look to get a quick start, he'll nudge, try and get quick singles here and there, and then play audacious shots like he did to Archer to start the over. A busybody, and they've dovetailed beautifully through this innings, and it's had to be a really good innings as well. A partnership, 125 from 99. It's some control of the innings.
It's another slower ball, I think, from Jofra Archer there. He just rolled his fingers down the side. Yes, 75 mile an hour. Like him to go the other way, pace on. Dew's coming on the pitch isn't sticking that much. Fire up and just go hard now. Go to his main strength, which is bowling fast. For the first time for a long time, Australia ahead They are now favourites according to Win Predictor. Good end to the over, 261 for 4.
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, जिन में आओ।
कोक उठाओ, स्कैन करो, कोड के साथ डिटेल्स व्हाट्सएप करो और फ्री मैच टिकट्स या ढेरों को प्राइजेस जीतने का मौका पाओ। कोका कोला, यकीन की जीत है।
सिंजेंटा इज़ beyond दे फसल को फौरी तवानाई और ग़िज़ाइयत। इज़ beyond है जादू का चिराग।
59. Last over for Rashid.
And you know that Josh Inglis and Alex Carey would have had that discussion. This is his last over. He's bowled so well this evening. So much pace off the ball.
Sweep square. Looks like he just wants to play that sweep and slog sweep now, Carey. He's kept it in his locker for a while. Maybe if he gets back on strike, Rashid with a couple of googlies. Yeah, he's rehearsing it. He likes it, the slog sweep.
There's a definite comfort factor for him, for Alex Carey. It's a go-to shot. He knows if he nails it, he had space through on the onside. At the moment, though, it's over to Inglis.
Great shot for none. Sweep was for a single. In the course of 100 overs, it could well come down to key moments or a key moment, and it happened a while ago. Carey to Archer, put down, they got back for 2, and then the next 2 deliveries, Inglis on strike, both went for 4. Off Jofra Archer.
Toss, bold. See those rags there, particularly for that reason. As it went along for a long time, you thought, oh, will it matter? Didn't seem the dew might come in, and it has. But sometimes it may come too late with too many wickets lost and the equation too difficult. Australia have managed to just hang on.
Well, Rashid is done. Excellent from him again. 10 overs, 1 for 47, 265 for 4.
इस क्रिकेट सीजन मैच के दौरान लाइट जाने पर अपने टीवी को तोड़ने से गुरेज करें। Zong Monthly Pro Max Plus लगाएं और देखें फ्री क्रिकेट on My Zong app through Myco.
That we've been talking about coming in. Rashid has been outstanding. 1 for 47. His control, lack of pace is one of the reasons why he went at 4.7.
The problem for England hasn't exactly been that fifth bowler because they've been decent, Livingston and Root. It's been the fact that Carse has been expensive, so they're going to get some more overs out of those two. Livingston. the last few deliveries of Carey. He's found the fielders, he's found mid-off a bit off Rashid. Inglis may just need a word, say, come on, let's take this deep. Belted straight back past the bowler, mid-off, mid-on the boundary, could do nothing.
Today's been a day where batters have used this fast outfield to good effect. No need to go up in the air. If you hit it hard and in the gap, it's really tough for the fielder.
Oh, Carey's mindset now, every ball must go. Long period it was a rebuild and knock it into gaps and work it around. Real aggressive body language now from Carey. Oh, sweet man out there. Watches it spin back in.
Look at the background of players too, and look at Alex Carey, and people in Australia know his background. He played Australian rules football first before coming across to cricket. It's a tough sport. You've got to have a big baseline of fitness, and that's where I think his calmness comes from.
Through extra cover. It's quite a difficult stop. Buttler at extra cover.
Football is one of those games where it's chaotic. There's balls coming from everywhere, there's players everywhere, and you've got to keep calm, keep your focus on what you need to do and execute that skill at that moment in time, and that's what Alex Carey is doing here.
Who's 72 for 4.
छू जाती है हर अच्छी बात चल मेरे लाल
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
सिंजेंटा इस अभियान दे फसल को फौरी तवानाई और ग़िज़ाइयत। इस अभियान है जादू का चिराग।
Number 280 for 5 at this stage. They didn't have a great end to the innings. They had a good last over, but Archer went after Labuschagne. Changing the bowling. Ryden Castle's not had a great evening. There is a chance to do something special. Shoveled leg side, shoveled well. That bottom hand just came through and whipped it away.
Wonderful shot. Excellent also in their decision making on who to go at, who not to go at, who's having a good night and who's not. And we're not going to spare you, going to ensure that your troubles continue by attacking your first ball.
They can get back for 2 easily, they do.
And the 2 is doing just as much damage, isn't it? Because it gets Carey back on strike. He knows exactly where his gaps are at the moment, and that's why when he gets balls in different areas, you just see him holding his shot perfectly.
No, it goes too fine, goes away for another boundary.
Oh, well, it's not your night. Cast would have been hoping, can I get something tonight? Looks to hit the pitch again, it's down the leg side, so not quite as well directed as he'd like, and yeah, that's the reaction from skipper Carey. Well, his good night continues. Little top edge and away for 4. Not quite his sort of wicket as well. Cars is a sort of bang it in bowler.
In the air, mid off. They needed a wicket, they got a wicket. Carey's gone.
England thought they had him the ball before, it just went out of reach. Cass, how important is this? What the fight back?
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, जिन में आओ।
आ गई और छा गई नेशनल की कराची खास बॉम्बे बिरयानी, कराची की सबसे बेस्ट बिरयानी।
ये जो मच्छर की आवाज है खतरे का साज है।
किंग टॉक्स घर में लाजमी रखें। किंग टॉक्स छोड़ेगा नहीं, मारेगा चुन चुन के।
रुको छू जाती है हर अच्छी बात, चल मेरे लाल।
Grown Extreme. Take a fresh start. इस क्रिकेट सीजन मैच के दौरान लाइट जाने पर अपने टीवी को तोड़ने से गुरेज करें। Zong मंथली प्रो मैक्स प्लस लगाएं और देखें फ्री क्रिकेट ऑन माई Zong ऐप थ्रू माइको।
जब बात हो अपने प्यारों की जिंदगी में रोशनी लाने की, तो फिर मेरा इंतखाब है पाकिस्तान की मोस्ट रिलायबल सोलर कंपनी इन्वेरेक्स। इन्वेरेक्स, मेरा एतमाद, मेरी रिकमेंडेशन।
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, जिन में आओ।
जैज से मिले नॉन स्टॉप स्ट्रीमिंग के सुपर पावर।
तो अभी जैज की मंथली X प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और बेफिक्र होकर चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी देखो तमाशा पर।
126 and a bit 400s. Magnificent 201 against Afghanistan in Mumbai. One of the greatest white ball knocks you'll see. But England already setting the field square, and this is why. They will go short at him. That's where his strike rate is low, and that's where they feel he is uncomfortable.
Crazy that strike rate, 126. Some would be happy with that in 2020s. Another look at the wicket. Just looking to take the man on who's up in the circle, trying to force that off back of a length and couldn't quite direct it. I think also trying to open the face of the blade to get it wide of that man, even though he was lifting it up. It's an opportunity for England.
Well, a good comeback there from Carls, not only in the evening but in that over.
जैज के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
इस क्रिकेट सीजन मैच के दौरान लाइट जाने पर अपने टीवी को तोड़ने से गुरेज करें। Zong मंथली प्रो मैक्स प्लस लगाएं और देखें फ्री क्रिकेट ऑन माई Zong ऐप थ्रू माइको।
New stronger Pepsi.
The wicket, and with Maxwell arriving at the crease, no surprise, Wood, England's quickest bowler, into the attack.
You'll get the chance. One thing to see it, another thing, quite another to take it. And in bringing Wood on here, it's an attempt to take the chance, try and get a second wicket, bang, bang, and really be in control of things. And then there'll be a difference in terms of runs required, balls left, just to up that rate. That's evidence of the Jew, really. Just slipping and sliding on the popping crease. Moisture on the bottom of the boot and also right at that popping crease. Disconcerting for him as he lands and delivers. Mark Wood. But he's got to steam in once again. Not that he ever doesn't.
Think again, slightly leg side, exactly how it was earlier. Inglis about 15 overs ago had exactly the same delivery, and it was just missing leg stump. England feel the same here.
First and foremost, it's just pace, absolute sheer pace that is through Josh Inglis here. And then there's the movement as well. Straight away looking for the leg by, get up the other end.
He stays leg side of it, so it's quite tricky to get him LB. More bold off the pad. It's not going over Josh, I think it's going down. It may have been slightly high. And hurry back, that's the key. Maxwell in. Maxwell's a great athlete, so he gets back for 2.
Just great to watch Mark Wood. Here's a guy on 80 and he's playing it really well. And he's getting through him, through his shot. Yeah, good decisions there. Bill Wilson, a couple of times asked the same question.
The gloves.
That England wanted as well. Maxwell out, Woods on. A couple of deliveries.
Nass sitting up in his chair now. He wasn't earlier. He kind of slumped a little bit.
Well, I was looking more at the men out, leg side actually. There's 3 out. Maxwell thinks he knows what's coming, whether there'll be some bluff involved. And there's a square leg going in as well. So it's all set for short pitch bowling. They're aimed to mid-off. So he belts it over mid-off. It was a bluff.
Maxwell says, I've seen this before. I know what you want me to think, but that's not what I think. I'm waiting for it to be in the slot and full, and I can have a free swing because there's nobody back there. And he connects to open his account. Might look ungainly. It's mightily effective.
Up again, not timed, but it'll be another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Maxwell. 295 for 5.
जैज के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
जब बात हो अपने प्यारों की जिंदगी में रोशनी लाने की, तो फिर मेरा इंतखाब है पाकिस्तान की मोस्ट रिलायबल सोलर कंपनी इन्वेरेक्स। मेरा एतमाद, मेरी रिकमेंडेशन।
कोक उठाओ, स्कैन करो, कोड के साथ डिटेल्स व्हाट्सएप करो और फ्री मैच टिकट्स या ढेरों को प्राइजेस जीतने का मौका पाओ। कोका कोला, यकीन की जीत है।
आ गई और छा गई नेशनल की कराची खास बॉम्बे बिरयानी, कराची की सबसे बेस्ट बिरयानी।
Trolls as far as the game is concerned. Old rivalry between England and Australia, but the cricket has got everybody on the edge of their seats. It's been fantastic. Stunning partnership between Carey and Inglis, who are teammates, rivals from time to time as well, but 146 from 116 balls, their partnership, and they put Australia on the brink. But Aaron Finch, no, Matthew Hayden. I looked to my left there, I thought it was Aaron Finch, and it's the unmistakable figure of Matthew Hayden. They've still got to finish the job.
Similar shape, I'll give you that, especially without spectacles. What a match, eh? This is a cracker. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Ryden Carr's been a difficult night for him. He hasn't been at his best by any stretch, but he did pick up the vital wicket of Carey, broke that partnership, and just when England looked as though they were in desperate need of a wicket, they were dead and buried really as Carey and Inglis were going. Carey got his man, brings Maxwell in, quicker bowler straight away brought back by Josh Buttler, and the game still to finish.
One day cricket, it throws up some of the great arm wrestles of all time. Doesn't matter whether it's a low scoring match or in this one a high one. It is absolutely edgy your seat stuff.
It's a good job we've got a neutral with us, although is a New Zealander ever neutral when Australia are playing?
Just here for the great game, Athers. Just here for the great game. Successful chases by Australia. 9-6 against India, 34 for 8 against England. So slot in there, number 2.
Well, he's played this ball so well. It was short, and Inglis has just pulled it away leg side. He has played the short ball superbly tonight. He is so quick on picking up length, and his hands come through the ball even quicker. 300 up for Australia.
Slower delivery. It's been sitting up all night. And Inglis, as you rightfully said, he's got great awareness for fielders. Not too often he's picked out men either on the ground or gaps. Tidy little catch as well.
Even better from Josh Inglis, playing the innings of his life here. 2 men up inside the circle there at short third, and he's just scooped it away. Unbelievable shot.
Well, the second one he's played tonight, slightly better if I can say it than the first. Just picks the length. Got a little bit of width which helped him get it further than the initial or the earlier one. And look on that face now of Josh Buttler. A little resigned look to it. 96 of 74.
Athers, you've been pretty good at pickpocketing other countries, but this is one of your own. Born in Leeds.
Has he still got an English passport? He has played magnificently, he really has. They were 136 for 4 when they came together in the 23rd over. Carey and Inglis.
Pearl Sunblock block करे harmful UV rays को also protects your skin from all digital blue light. Golden Pearl Sunblock. Let's go. Love your skin.
पाकिस्तान के जदीद तरीन प्लांट पर बनी खादें, सरसब्ज की नाइट्रोफॉस और कैन, जिनसे मिले 10% से भी ज्यादा इजाफी पैदावार। हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू, टी ट्री और मिंट ऑयल से डैंड्रफ खत्म, इच रिमूव्ड, बाल मॉइस्चराइज्ड और स्कैल्प रिफ्रेश्ड। हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू।
6 overs remaining. Was this the last throw of the dice from Josh Buttler, who turns once again to Jofra Archer, put down a catch earlier. He's been off the field occasionally, just a bit of concern about the state of his fitness, but he's back now with Inglis on 97, 3 away from 100.
I feel he's got to bowl Archer Wood, just get them done. Get to the end of the innings, the 2 sixes back to back in the previous over from Inglis. A lovely pull shot and a reverse flick for 6.
use up your resources now, I think, Athers. If it gets to the last two, so be it. He can figure it out from there.
Interesting to see how Archer goes here, because Wood in the last over, they set the field for short pitch bowling, but then pitched it up almost to bluff Maxwell, but who's hit 2 fours down the ground. Shorter this time from Archer, and that's how the field is set. Check deep and square. To go to 100. The first 100 in ODI cricket. You can see what it means to him. This has been a magnificent innings. Played the innings of his life here in Lahore this evening.
Well, you ripper, Josh Inglis, that's magic. Slower ball stuck in the wicket again. And just the beautiful sound that has made off his bat to bring up this 100. Absolutely straight out of the middle. Look at that crack. Very special moment right there. This partnership now becoming really threatening.
It's been something else. They know it. As you said, after the partnership between he and Alex Carey set the tone, and now he looks to finish it off with Maxwell.
Better length, that's the kind of length where you have to be to Inglis in this mood. Anything short, he has lashed. It's been a fabulous innings. 104 now from 78, 4 sixes. We've seen 3 of them in the last 9 balls or so. Really love to be there at the end.
Right from ball 1. First ball he got was just slightly short outside the line of off stump, back foot, punched it past Josh Buttler at extra cover, and it raced to the boundary for 4. And the timing straight away, doesn't look back.
Drilled hard back at Archer, who does well.
These are precious times in a career, aren't they? You've got an opportunity to win your game off your own bat. We've seen Ben Duckett, his magnificent 100, just being whittled down here by very special innings.
Slower ball, Archer just rolling his fingers down the side of the ball again, and Inglis will scamper back for a couple. 34 from 30 required.
Introducing Hello Hair Hair Color. Keratin, olive or avocado oils ने visibly improved hair quality. Hello Hair Hair Color. Colors to die for.
ऑन ग्रेड इन्वर्टर, हाइब्रिड इन्वर्टर, लिथियम बैटरी की वसी रेंज इन्वरेक्स को बनाता है पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 सोलर ब्रांड इन्वरेक्स। मेरा एतमाद, मेरी रिकमेंडेशन।
Try Golden Pearl White Beauty Face Wash. 3 super ingredients, 1 single dose. ये है 24/7 radiance का super formula. Golden Pearl White Beauty Face Wash. Love your skin.
Australia looking to chase down a total of over 350 for only the second time in their history in ODI cricket. England have only ever conceded this total of more than 350. If they fail to defend that, they've only done that once before as well. That will be a measure of the achievement if Australia can get there. They need 34 from 30. And a fabulous run chase so far, rationed by Inglis, who's unbeaten on 106. He got wonderful support from Alex Carey. But worth a look at the highlights of this innings. Right from the moment that he came in, he looked full of confidence, all poise. He's hit the short ball especially well tonight. And England have had no answer to him.
Pleasant conditions.
I think I give conditions 10 out of 10, frankly. Cool, clear, spectacular ground, fast outfield. Really just about now finding the courage, because it's only just to run a ball. He doesn't need to get there and this over. A T20 cricket game.
He will try though.
Mark Wood it is, for the first time from this end. Maxwell steps away and smears it through the offside. He wants to get there quickly, all right.
Yeah. Forget the run of ball stuff. Let's just get there in boundaries, Australia. It's amazing because he's thinking short, and he's getting anything but that. Think of the last Wood over that Maxwell face. Planned to have a short pitch ball, 3 out on the onside, no mid-off. Only the bench players for England were fielding at mid-off.
Short ball, and a well-directed one, because Maxwell is looking to give himself room outside leg stump. He's almost stepping away, waiting for the short ball. The first time
right line and everything. Wood, but it's just what Maxwell does to you from a bowling point of view, because he hits the ball in unconventional areas. He doesn't always look and play in an orthodox fashion. And he's got terrific hand-eye coordination.
He's helped it on its way. This is a wonderful shot. Short ball from Mark Wood, again speared down the leg side, but this way, this time Maxwell almost shimmies outside the line of the ball and helps it on its way.
Massive premeditated movement, and Wood's lined that up. Interested to hear what that does to a bowler, Simon Doull. But he's indicated exactly what he wants to do, and he was almost spoon-fed that delivery. That's what he was looking for.
Yeah, spot on. Wood thinks he's going leg side, so he's thinking, I've got to cramp him for room again. Maxwell sort of suggests he's going leg side and then pushes off that left foot way outside the off stump. It's exactly what he's looking for. He's out-thought the bowler on that occasion. That's what I say. He gets in your head because you know how dangerous he is. A tough man to bowl at. He gives his stumps away. You think you can hit off stump, middle stump, carves it through offside. You try and change it. He changes his mind. Such a tough man to bowl against.
Fine leg comes finer after that lengthy conversation between Wood and Buttler. Oh, it's an edge, and Archer does well. I thought it had beaten Archer, but he just stuck out a left hand and plucked that ball out of the air.
It's all happening. It is all happening, folks. Steps inside the line, gets exactly the ball, just helps it on the direction it wants to travel in.
Quite hard as a batter, isn't it? Your beans are going a bit, your blood is pumping, you've hit a succession of sixes and fours, suddenly you get a good ball, and then actually to dial it back, pedal back and block the ball, it shows that your mind is sharp and you're thinking straight. Finishes well. 2 dot balls to
कोक उठाओ, स्कैन करो, कोड के साथ डिटेल्स व्हाट्सएप करो और फ्री मैच टिकट्स या ढेरों को प्राइजेस जीतने का मौका पाओ। कोका कोला, यकीन की जीत है।
Golden Pearl Sunblock block करे harmful UV rays को, also protects your skin from all digital blue light. Golden Pearl Sunblock. Let's go. Love your skin.
आ गई और छा गई नेशनल की कराची खास बॉम्बे बिरयानी, कराची की सबसे बेस्ट बिरयानी।
Introducing Hello Hair Hair Color. Keratin, olive और avocado oils ने visibly improved hair quality. Hello Hair Hair Color. Colors to die for.
So you make advantage. These games are always close. These two great sides, we're always going to bat 7 batters. But I think Smith really primarily just hoped that this was about the Jew. Rashid being a really primary player for England, just getting that slippery ball. Livingston as well. And also just skidding on. They chose a heavy roller at the break.
Archer will be bowled out now by Buttler and starts with an excellent Yorker. Just that win predictor that came up a moment ago, 85% in Australia's favour. What a turnaround that is, because when Carey came in to join Inglis, it was 81% in England's favour, so a complete turnaround.
I'm not sure what you gentlemen spoke about in the break, in the relative shows, but you would have thought with a chase in excess of 350, Travis Head, Steve Smith, going to be 2 of the keys, going to be 2 of the absolute keys for Australia.
He's pulled him again. It's brilliant batting. It was fractionally short. It wasn't bound to the length, but it was short of a length. And once again, and not for the first time, Inglis swings this away, leg side for 6.
And mounting another 50 partnership as well. These times when you're over 100 runs and you've got a game on the line like this, as big as this is in a tournament, as massive as what the ICC Champions Trophy is, where it's imperative that you get off to a flyer. It's just guts and courage for mine. It would have been quite easy to, in that side, that dugout, Simon Dool, to go, look, we've 2 best players are out, and not mount a case that Inglis and Carey, who's been brilliant, Matt Short, good courage up the top as well, have just instilled that great inner confidence to the change room. Bear in mind, they've got half the side playing here.
Yeah, that's the point, that's a very good point that Simon is making. What this will do for this team to win a chase like this without contributions really from Travis Head and Steve Smith, well, it will fill that dressing room with confidence as they go through this tournament. 16 required from 22.
Different players I know, Haydos, but I've not met too many Australians without a bit of confidence.
Well, we've got a cracker tomorrow in Dubai. Pakistan already have reached that must-win stage, having lost their opening game to New Zealand, and India on the back of that fine 100 from Shubman Gill, they're 1 from 1. That game tomorrow in Dubai, and it's a must-win game for the hosts.
Yeah, it's a must-watch game. Half the world will be watching that fixture. This doesn't get any bigger.
Powered away, brilliant from Maxwell this time.
Coasting now, absolutely coasting. Maxwell's raced to 25 from 11. Just, it's a great time for him to come in, because he can just do what he does, be free, play your shots, you come off, you win us the game with time to spare. Take all the pressure off Josh Inglis at the other end, who's played magnificently. I say that confidence thing because I've been against it, and it is a good thing. It's an Australian personality trait and a sportsman's trait. You're never down.
Full toss. Should be hauled out in the deep and easily taken. Livingston, it is out in the deep, but the full toss is too high. We shall see.
Certainly slipped out. I think they want to look at it.
Well, it's Liam Livingston down on his haunches right now, who took that catch rather easily in the deep. Be good to get another look at this delivery from Archer, which was a high full toss, but how high?
We'll find out. I'm sure they're looking for it, but it was an on-pace delivery, 141 per hour, I think. Just slipped out of the hands. It just looked awkward out of the hands. This was clothed it.
Just in the middle, deliberating. We're trying to build the replay that will tell everybody what we need to know. That's too high. You can see why Maxwell clothed it. It was very high, well above waist high. Silence from the third umpire. He's obviously looking at that replay that you can see. We think that's too high, clearly above waist height. Yeah, and the no ball comes rather belatedly, a bit of a delay, a bit of a confusion, but clear enough, I think, from that replay that the attempted Yorker, if that's indeed what it was from Jofra Archer, was too high, over waist height.
So ahead of the tournament, they take measurements to hip height, and then it becomes quite a simple equation then for the third umpire. So what did it say? A couple of centimetres over. So free hit just to add a little extra salt into the wound of England.
Yeah, just 10 required now. Australia winning this at a canter. There's still 2 balls of the 47th over remaining. We've got a free hit here. Buttler is having to bowl out his best bowlers. This is Archer almost done.
Now they want to find out who's on strike. Did they, as if they crossed before the catch was taken, then Inglis would be on strike. So they just now have to figure out, we have to figure out who's back on strike and who's not.
Not a great passage of play, this. How long has this taken between deliveries? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? Well, we can get on with matters rather more quickly anyway. Maxwell is on strike. He has a free hit from Jofra Archer, and Australia need 10 to win. Drill down the ground is magnificent from Maxwell. It was not quite Yorker length from Jofra Archer, and Maxwell could get under the ball, get some elevation, and he's hit it with power as well.
Yeah, they're absolutely down and out here, England. No ball, and then followed up with a free hit in this one, an absolute gift. And Maxwell has pumped this down the ground.
Well, this will be the highest run chase in ICC tournament history, as and when Australia get there. Good Yorker from Archer.
हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू, टी ट्री और मिंट ऑयल से डैंड्रफ खत्म, इच रिमूव्ड, बाल मॉइस्चराइज्ड और स्कैल्प रिफ्रेश्ड। हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू।
इस क्रिकेट सीजन मैच के दौरान लाइट जाने पर अपने टीवी को तोड़ने से गुरेज करें। Zong मंथली प्रो मैक्स प्लस लगाएं और देखें फ्री क्रिकेट ऑन माई Zong ऐप थ्रू माइको।
English. Might as well have said English.
I want him to be English.
Can we have him back?
I'm hearing you though, Eth. You got Joss, you got Josh, you got Inglis against the English.
Firmly hit, but Harry Brook at mid-on prevents the boundary. It will be fitting if Inglis can finish this. It's been a quite magnificent innings.
Under pressure too, that 100, the Marsh Cup final, which is the 50 over comp down in Australia. 138 scored in that match. Player of the match there as well. You do well to take it away from Ben Duckett today, don't you? But it's just one of those situations. It's been the innings of the match.
Well, the game pretty much done now, and going to be quite some chase. This is going to be the highest, as I say, in ICC tournaments, the second highest chase by Australia in ODIs. Only once before have England conceded more runs in an ODI, and in Lahore, at this famous old ground, this will be the highest chase in ODIs as well. Is a fitting way to end this game. A stunning innings brought to a conclusion with a flip over the leg side for 6, and Josh Inglis and Glenn Maxwell hug in the middle. It's been a stunning victory from Australia this evening here in Lahore, and they will go through